Hello, this is Candy Picono, CEO of openQRM Enterprise. Welcome to our new webinar today, Private Cloud with VMware vSphere, Part 2. With me again is Matt, of course, to take care of the technical part and show you exactly what we've been up to. Let me jump onto the agenda. Private Cloud with VMware vSphere and openQRM Enterprise. Quick view today, technical view, and have a look at the technical part of it, the benefits, why we've actually come out with the plugin. The new features are mainly in the UI and just make the usability much easier. And to show you the whole thing, Matt's going to go through a live demo with different parts for you. So I'll just hand over. Thanks a lot.
This is Matt Reichenberg from openQRM Enterprise. Welcome to the webinar today. I would quick step into the technical view of the vSphere integration into openQRM. There are actually two parts where we integrated it in the administrative UI and in the cloud portal. And we have recently done some cool feature enhancements regarding the UI, which results in a much more efficient and user-friendly management. So technical view, we have an automatic auto discovery for your vSphere servers in your network. So those can be added very easy into openQRM. I will show this later. There's a complete VM management included. That means create, start, stop, relocate. We have built in to migrate a virtual machine from a resource pool to another, or even from one host to another. Including also is data center management, where you give the logical abstract in vSphere about your data center topology, your resources which are available, ESX hosts mainly, and which comes to the resource pool management in vSphere. You know, the resource pools are there to limit the users and give the right permissions to the users in the best way. We have also adapted that in administration UI, so that basically gives us the full featured vSphere management in a centralized web UI. We also have integrated the vSphere support into the openQRM cloud. That means you can basically and very easily, for example, have a private cloud based on your existing vSphere environment by simply creating cloud products according to your needs and according to your users' requirements. I will show this also later in the live demonstration. Here's a diagram what exactly we've done and how the whole integration is working together with openQRM. And so in the middle, in the base bottom, you see openQRM as the main controller, which goes through vSphere and manages the specific ESX hosts and the vSwitches on them and the storage part on them. That means the data store. It also initiates VM creation. That means all actions are actually going on behalf of the vSphere server. So there's a central point of management from openQRM controller side. I said this single management console for vSphere. This is quite important because you can reach the openQRM UI from everywhere in your network, and you have a central point for administrators to administrate your vSphere environment. Plus, you can, for example, have different add-ons used in openQRM to put on top of your vSphere environment. For example, role-based management. You can specify like any action can be assigned to a specific role, which can be assigned to a specific administrator. So you can have storage administrators, you can have VM administrators, and you can separate the actions between them by the openQRM infrastructure, where you give logical permission layer for your vSphere environment. This means the capabilities of openQRM itself, of the infrastructure, are mapped into the vSphere integration. That means we have a lot of added values to bring for your vSphere environment. For example, automated HA, which I have to say more about because it's not only on the virtual machine part. So we can keep openQRM can keep your virtual machines high available, of course. If you have several ESX hosts, it can like fail over your virtual machine in a transparent way. But it's also about your ESX host itself. In openQRM, there is a new ESX install plugin which can transparently deploy and installs and pre-set up an ESX server. So even if your ESX service dies or crashes, openQRM can take care of high availability on this point. There's an IP network management in openQRM, which also covers the needs of the IP management in vSphere. So this is also a feature from openQRM, which is brought transparently to the vSphere environment. There are a few more things like storage management, monitoring, and statistics. We have built-in system service checks with a monitoring tool of your choice, like either Nagios or Jinga, for example. And there's a statistics view which runs on openQRM, also in use for the vSphere environment by collect D to give nice system statistics. So what we do with openQRM is actually increase the efficiency of your VMware task, because everything is integrated in the configured openQRM infrastructure. The features of openQRM helps vSphere environments to be able to be managed in a seamless and transparent way. Plus, the cloud automation in openQRM, the integration into the openQRM Enterprise Cloud, allows you to actually 100% automate your vSphere deployment by the initiation of the end users, which means they can go to your private cloud portal and request the systems according to their needs by themselves. And you, at the end of the month, just charge them according to the billing system built in openQRM, what they have used on your data center. You can have your own Amazon-like infrastructure in-house by just putting openQRM Enterprise on top of your vSphere environment. This brings us to software-defined data center. Of course, openQRM's actions are all available through API, the cloud and the administrative actions. So in self, openQRM uses APIs to make those software-defined storage, software-defined network parts, and also the global software-defined data center covered by the openQRM infrastructure. It transforms any vSphere environment very easy into a fully managed private cloud. As I said, including an automatic billing system where you have the billing data for calculating. The major use case of openQRM is to have a centralized web-based vSphere management for all your system administrators. There's a lot in the openQRM workflow management to automate your vSphere tasks by the help of openQRM. And as I said, we brought a vSphere to the openQRM Enterprise Cloud, which I will show in live demonstration soon. Quick view on the new management UI features. We have made the management UI for vSphere a lot more user-friendly by integrating the JS3 jQuery module, which provides tree menu-based menus, which are much better to visualize the dependencies between the different objects in your vSphere environment. This means enhanced usability and user-friendliness, better actions to object mapping. That means the actions are actually mapped to the tree menus directly. And if you still want to go back to the table view we are normally using, there's a toggle which provides a switch between the legacy UI and the new UI features, which we will come now to, and I will show you now the live demonstration of the vSphere environment. I've just built up a new small vCenter server for that. So let me quick switch over to my browser. This is one of our QA openQRM Enterprise servers, so we use this for this webinar. There's actually lots going on. As you see here, we have different kind of virtualization and private and public cloud integrations active on the server, and we're coming now to the vSphere, the new vSphere UI features. So this gives a list of your vSphere servers after discovery. Discovery is quite easy. You just let it run. You will get a list of discovered vSphere servers in your network, and then you can simply add those hosts through with a few parameters and a password. Your vCenter server is then available in the host list here, and we can start with data centers now. So as I said, it's more or less just fresh build up. I just quickly created a development data center where we can now add additional hosts or clusters. Already the new features, as you see here, the tree menu gives you a nice overview about the available objects and in the data center, 2 data stores connected, and yeah, provides a great overview. So this allows you to logically map your resources, your ESX hosts, into different data centers for different purposes, where you get an ESX host list here with different actions and VM list. Just started to create a new web server here. To add a VM, we have a simply form, which provides you lots of things to select. So let's name it Web2. It should be in the development data center, resource pool. We should adjust the vMix version. Let's this. Give it a new disk. Can add different network cards additionally if you like. And one nice thing we built in is a browser for your ISO images where you can select where you want to boot from. For the installation, let's pick a Debian here, and we can set a password here. I can just a second. Okay, let's show the password. Okay. This will now create a new virtual machine on the vSphere environment on the connected host, and I will simply start the installation then. Next thing I'd like to show you is actually how you could automate this deployment through the openQRM cloud by simply creating a new cloud product for your vSphere virtualization. Our new instance is added and it's down here. It's just waiting to get active. We can start it actually now. Just a second, please. Just needs to get active first. Okay, now it's ready to start. That means it's actually active. It means the virtual machine is created but not yet fully started. We had to wait until the creation of the virtual machine has fully finished, so that now we can start it, and then we can see to access the installation then. Okay. Right, now it's in transition. That means the virtual machine is now initiated to start. As we configured it, it should start from the ISO image now. Through the different other plugins now, we can configure the post configuration of this virtual machine very easy. For example, we can access the virtual machine desktop via now no VNC, which we added support for VMware vSphere too. So it's already it's active now, so we can actually now start the installing it by accessing it through no VNC. And we would now go through the installation, which will I know not do through this webinar, but you got the point that it's quite easy to spin up a new virtual machine through the web interface, and you get a lot of benefits through the integrated management tools in openQRM to make your life very easy. How to bring all this into the openQRM Enterprise Cloud, I will show you now. This is very cool. We enabled the cloud portal here, which is the self-service portal for the end users of your data center. So we can register a new account. I already have one, so we can log in here. And this brings us to the openQRM Cloud overview. So for this user, we have nothing running here, and we have set some limits in our private cloud, which can be seen in these diagrams. And if we want to create a new instance, this will be the form for the end users to select their virtual machine configuration and also the different applications you would like to put on, plus high availability, plus extra host name, and so on. We have enabled different virtualization types or public cloud types here, so we could actually request an EC2 instance if we would like. To bring your vSphere environment into the openQRM cloud now, this is quite an easy step. We just simply go to Cloud Products. This is the backend configuration of the cloud for the administrator, where the different sizes in cloud products actually defined by the administrator. And if we go to the virtualization products here, we can have, like you see, there are lots of different products here. So quickly show you high availability is also a product. And virtualization, we simply have to add a new virtualization product for our vSphere deployment. This is the vSphere virtualization type. We could build it like one CCU. This is the virtual currency in openQRM Cloud per hour. So cloud computing unit per hour. And descriptions, we simply say vSphere VM. we could sort it up in the list if we would like. Let me quickly sort it up in the list. This would affect the sorting of the different select boxes in the cloud front end. So if we just refresh this, VMware vSphere VM would be the default for our openQRM Cloud, plus the other options we have in there configured in this for this demonstration. All the steps I did before for creating a new server, like selecting where to have it and which resource pool and so on, we can have predefined for cloud users, and requesting a new virtual machine from the openQRM Cloud is that simple. This would bring us a new virtual machine on your cloud and your vSphere environment into the cloud within 5 minutes. Okay, thank you very much. This was the presentation for private cloud VMware vSphere environment with openQRM Enterprise. Many thanks for that and have a great day. Bye-bye.